Okay, hi everyone. First off, can you hear me? Hi Liberty, you alright? I'm just. Hi, oh yeah, it's working. Hang on, mate. I've got my phone on. Turn that off. Okay. So there's a little bit of cloud about, but that should be okay. And what we're doing is I've got first light on the SVBony SV555. Good evening, Deeply John. It's an Astro lens, so it's basically more like a camera lens. It's Petsful design. It's 243mm focal length with a 54mm aperture, so it goes down to f4.5. Hi Stan. As I say, I've got it up and I've put it over on Orion at the moment, as you can see here, and that's a 2-minute sub, so not looking too bad actually. And I've just calling up the stars in the corners, and it don't look too bad. There's definitely no obvious coma, and even the chromatic aberration looks under control as well, so not too bad, not too bad at all. Let's put that back. Yeah, good evening everyone. I had a funny day yesterday. My CEM26, the Ioptron mount, would not connect. It was playing up like you wouldn't believe, and I threatened to throw it away. And so it connected, and now if you look, you can see it's guiding brilliantly. I mean, it's at 0.23 now. At one point last night, it actually went down to 0.08, which was mental, really. I've never had guiding that low, so it just goes to show, threaten your mount and it will do what you want. I've got my other two scopes on some galaxies at the moment. The CT10 is on a little group of galaxies called NGC 4151, and my VX6, the white scope there, that's on M81, M82. And I'm just getting a few nights on them, and I'll start putting the data together. But what I want to do with that is I'm going to share the data in my Discord, so I will put a link in there to that, and if you're not a member of the Discord, I'll put a link to the Discord in here as well if you want to join it. Hello Tom, lovely to see you mate, hope you're well. You've been taking some great images lately, and you've got me thinking about doing some Planetary, so I've got a SCT 8-inch that I can put on, and I'm gonna give that a go. Luff Bublin, I bet I'm saying that completely wrong, but welcome, nice to see you. So this is quite a nice little lens actually on this SVBony at the SV555. I think it's around the $500 to $600 mark, so not bad at all actually. It's a lot cheaper than a Red Cat and giving you, well, slightly better performance because it goes down to f4.5, so it's a little bit faster, but the stars look really good. And this is with no filter, and these are 2-minute subs. Obviously with 2-minute subs we're blowing out the core of Orion, which is a bit of a shame, but I could try and set up the stacking in PixInsight, but I bet you that won't work. Not PixInsight, I've been looking at the stacking in SharpCap, but I will have to see if I can get that to start stacking, and if I can I'll add it to this picture. So bear with me a second while I call that up, and I'll see if I can get that to stack the data that we're getting here. Let me call a window up of this so you can see what I'm doing. SharpCap Pro. So yeah, I was talking to Robin Glover at the Practical Astronomy show, and he was going through some SharpCap details with me, which I really liked. I really appreciated that. Bluegrass Astro, hello there, nice to meet you. Let's have a look. So what you do, you don't even have to connect a camera. You can go to and then on the under cameras you go to folder monitor camera, and it lets you pick a folder and it will stack the data from it. It's okay if you're using a one-shot color, but if you're using a mono, it'll only stack the mono images, it won't put them together and make a color. I did ask Robin about it. He said it's not high on his priority yet, but who knows, if I keep asking him, he might do it. Hi Bob, how are you mate? I'm glad to see you. Let me have a look at just refreshing this and seeing if I can call up a new folder. At the moment it's got a folder stuck in there and it doesn't seem to let me want to put a new folder in. Let me just have another look. Because I had a folder in earlier and I was just testing it out. As always, when you're testing things out, it's no, it's not playing ball, is it? Cameras, folder monitor camera. Opening folder monitor camera. So this is where it just looks at a folder. Here we go, browse. Right, so I've got on my network the rig that's outside, so we just get that up. This is tonight, so we've got 5 images so far. I'm not sure what the first one's like actually, so if I click, actually I know the first one is no good, so I'll get rid of that one. Click on that one, all files there, and it should, I don't know why it's just done that. And then there we go, if we push play, what it should do is as the images come in, it should stack them, and hopefully it will start to look a little bit better than just the single images we've got on Nina. But what we'll do, we'll bring it down, we'll let it develop, and as it develops we'll bring it up. Right, good evening everyone. Hello Lab Trade. The edges are actually quite nice. I did just call them up. I'll show you again. But they're not looking bad at all. It'd help if I clicked the right screen, wouldn't it? Bear with me a second. Let me just move that out of the way. So if you'd like to see the edges, call them up like that. Yeah, they're not bad at all. I mean, there's a slight misshapen in them, but nothing untoward, and certainly nothing that Blur Exterminator wouldn't sort out. Might be able to tweak the focus a little bit. I'll have to pop outside and do that. But yeah, that's the corners, not looking bad at all. Hiya Terry. Oh, I didn't see you this year at PAS. Simon did say that he saw you. Oh, I was talking to Lee. I was taking a mick out of him because he looks like Dustin Hoffman, I think. Hi Pete, how are you? Hope you're keeping well. What's it like in sunny Scotland? So we were due a complete clear night here till about sort of 9 o'clock. But I do think there's a bit of cloud coming in a bit earlier now, but we're all right at the moment. And the other rigs are up and they're looking good. They're both up on targets and the stars are showing nicely there. So yeah, it looks okay at the moment. We're keeping ourselves away from those horrible clouds. Yeah, he does, Terry, doesn't he? I said it to him. I said, you've got that. You look a bit like Dustin Hoffman, and he said he's not the first time that somebody said that. So yeah, it was quite funny. It was quite funny. So is anybody else on a target tonight? What are you imaging? Anything nice? Anything different? Oh, that'd be lovely, Pete, if you get some aurora. They mentioned it on the news for England the other day, but I didn't see anything. So that was a bit of a shame. But you know, after that one we had in May earlier this year, which was just amazing, I can't wait to witness something like that again. That was really good. But I do feel that was a bit of a one-off. So I must say, this little lens that SVBony are doing is actually quite nice. I think it's yeah, it's doing a fairly good job. It's not bad. I think I could go outside and tweak that focus though. And if you're all happy for me to do that, I'm going to go outside and just give that focus a slight tweak. I've got a batten off mask I can put on it. So I'm going to do that. So please bear with me, and I'm just going to see if I can sharpen that up a little bit, because I think that would definitely benefit from that. So let me just stop that routine and put it on a, let's put it on a 4-second loop. You'll have to bear with me though, you're going to lose the screen in a second, because I'm going to have to, I'll put this one up a bit bigger, because I'm going to have to nick the screen with my iPad to focus it. I'll leave the stacking tool on. I won't be in a moment. Where's my torch? There it is. No. There he is. He's back. So, yeah, the focus actually wasn't terrible. It did need a very teeny turn. So one thing with it, it's just got one focus ring, like a normal camera lens. It hasn't got a fine focus. I didn't have any problems focusing it just now with the batten off mask, so maybe it doesn't require that. So yeah, but I'm not sure how it's going to work with a focuser. You can put a ZWO focuser on it. It comes with the little plate to mount it all, and a pulley with the little cog and that lot, and a belt to drive the focuser. So you have got that if you want it. But I think if you're doing one shot colour, you mostly won't worry about that. You'll just leave it. You'll just manually focus it, and that'll be it. Okay. We've had a little jump around on the guiding, so we'll just have a little look at that. Yeah, we haven't we? Looks like we lost the star, that's why. That'll be because I put the batten off mask on. So, we'll find a new start. We'll clear that and clear that, and we should get back to our lovely guiding again. This mount's been guiding fantastic since yesterday, where it wouldn't play ball. Now it's really behaving itself. Look at that, 0.15 total RMS. Crikey. Right, does anyone want to buy a CEM26? If you can offer me enough money that I can buy myself a strainwave mount, you're welcome to it. Look at the guiding on it. Look, it's worth every penny. 0.16 total RMS. I mean, phew. Right, let's have a look what we got over here. Yeah, I know what you're saying about the targets tonight. They are back down. Let's have a look. Good foundation cleared. Back 4 hours. Going to try and get a few hours on pinwheel. Yeah, pinwheel's up at the moment. That's nice. Okay, we got a new image now in. We've got a satellite trail for it. We've got a new image now of Orion. I think those stars are a little bit better. So I'll just call up the corners for you so you can all have a look at it. I think that looks a bit better. It's cloudy here till 9. Yeah, apparently it's not going to be clear here till it's going to cloud over about then, but then it's going to be clear again later. And this is the beauty of when I've installed a weather station. It will close the roof for me, and if it clears again, it will reopen it and carry on. That I'm so grateful for, because it means I don't miss any imaging time at all. I love it. What I will have to consider though is I've got the portable rig out in the garden, so I'll have to be careful with that one. Yeah, the ISS. Good luck with that, Jeremy, tonight. SH2150. Nice. That sounds like an interesting one. I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, it's the it is the 24. It's called the CFX. It's a one-shot colour. Full frame. They don't do it in mono, that sensor, but it's lovely. It's got large pixels. I'm trying to think what they are. I think they're about 5.8 size or 5.9. Really good camera, actually, very nice. I would like to try the full frame. The Altair one is 61 SC MFX they want to give me, which is the mono, so that'd be lovely to try that. But it's got the smaller pixels of 3.6, like the 2600 and the 533. They all share the same sensor. Yeah, you had the 61, didn't you? Yeah, Darryl, I'd really like to try that, actually. Yeah, it's still clear here too, Darryl. Just 15 miles away. I don't know how Simon's getting on. I bet he's having nightmares with his with his mount, most probably. 73 Tara Lee, hi all. Hi, hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. It looks like a wide stretch of the sky. I'm new to astrophotography. Never have I seen so many objects and viewed it. Yeah, this is quite a wide shot because it's 243mm focal length, and it's a full frame lens, so quite a large lens. Normally, if you had like a 533, you'd be cut in quite a lot, and an APS-C, which most people stretch to, it would be smaller again. But I'm really liking wide field shots, and this lens gives you that ability to take it out and about and do that. So that's what I really like the idea of, although I think SVBony want it back, but I might have a chat with them. Who knows, I might be able to get a good deal with it and buy it off them. It will be used, wouldn't it? So, you know, why not? It depends how much they want. I don't think they want a lot new anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. I must admit, actually, I don't know how much they sell it for. I'm just going to have a look. Unless anyone knows off the top of their head. Just depends in the UK who's stocking it. Okay. SVBony official, it's £462 plus VAT. Our good old government plus VAT. Why should they get 20% of what I spend? They've already charged me tax. Hi Simon. You're not imaging yet? Oh, you better hurry up, mate. There are some clouds coming. Yeah, I'm looking at, let's have a look at the, this is the live stack that's happening inside, oh dear, let's try that again. This is the live stack that's happening inside SharpCap. Let me just have a look at my, sorry, I can't read that one, it's too small for me. So it's saying it's got 10 frames so far. Doesn't really bring out a great amount of detail, but it's mostly things you can do with the stretch. Oh, that's well overstretched it, isn't it? Oh, Glenn's found some buttons. Here we go. That's too much. That is way too much. You can most brewery actually manually stretch. Here we go. Let's give it a bit of a manual stretch to get a bit more out of it. It's got a very big green hue. I'll have to have a look and see if there's a way of taking that green out. Colour space is raw 16, debris. There's not an awful lot of options on there. So I think the live stacking with SharpCap's absolutely superb for solar, planetary. It doesn't look, I don't know, maybe it will improve as we add subs to it. But I must say, it's who's calling me another Chuck? Something to look at. The webcam I've got is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Brilliant little camera. Gotta love that. No, you have not. Astrocop must be must be a VAT officer. He's another Chuck. I'd like to know what I've done. Oh, that's what you mean, is it? It's because I don't know my way around. There you go. How's that? I did know that was there actually, I just forgot. I know also you can unstack the last picture if you get it right, but I'm not sure. It's greyed out, so I don't know what to do about that. Because I've got an aeroplane through it. I don't want the aeroplane. I know there's a feature to remove star trails, which works quite well, and Robin did show me that. I can't see it. Yeah, if I pause it, can I unstack it? No, I can't. Why can't I unstack it? I definitely saw stacking default, Sigma clipping, there it is. But the big problem I've got is I want to take that one out, and I know you can take one out. How do you take one out? Oh, crikey. Don't ask me what I've done to it now. I've broken it. I've got to bring that right down because that is way too bright. Well, it's starting to look okay though. Still very green. Who knows? It's a new tool. I've not used it before. I'm playing with it. So what are we all thinking of this SV555? Looks like it's a bit of clouds got into things here. I don't think it's too bad actually. I think it's performing quite nicely. Let's bring up some things. So yeah. It's doing a nice job on the wide field. Glen Ayub. Listen, if Chuck gives me all of his subscribers, I'll take that. But I don't think he's going to. I totally agree, Terry. It is great value for money. But if you don't use it regular, it is hard to find your way around it. Although not as difficult as Discord. And if it wasn't for Stan earlier today helping me set the Discord up, I don't think I'd have ever got there. Yeah, I couldn't find my way around at all. Thank you ever so much. Yeah, I think it is looking quite nice actually. I like the star shapes. I mean, nothing's untidy there at all. It's all looking very good. Plenty of satellites going on over here. What's going on over here? Look at them. Look, they're even crossing each other. Must have been a near miss. But the stars are, I must say, even right to the corners, are looking decent. They are looking decent. I wouldn't be unhappy with that at all. Thank you, Daryl. I was actually about to do that, and I was thinking I need to put my Discord link up. Where is it? Yeah, I think you're right, Pete. For the money, it's good. It's because it's a lot cheaper than a Red Cat. You're talking £500 odd, aren't you? So that's not bad at all. And the total weight of the rig, if you include an electronic focuser with all the band and everything and the extra stuff, it's 2.7 kilograms without a camera. So what are you talking about? £5 in American money there. So with a camera, yeah, you're going to be getting 6-7 kilos, so up to £14. Not bad. I'm not sure. I think it's too heavy for the tracker I've got, which is the Move Shoot Move Nomad. I think that tops out at 5 kg, and I think you'd be pushing it anyway with that kind of weight. Have to give it a go one night and see what it can do. Yeah, it's difficult that, John, but what you can do is you can mask it. What you know, there's lots of different techniques you can do. Most of I mean, Orion's the one that causes the biggest problem with that because it's so easy to blow the core out. But in a wide field shot, you're not really zoomed in. You're unlikely to be able to see the trapezium anyway from a far out wide shot. So I tend not to worry too much about that and let it stack. But yeah, you could either take different length subs for and process that part of Orion and then the other bits and mask it out and try and balance it up that way. But yeah, it's a bit fiddly, but I just love taking nice wide field shots and getting it all in. It can look great, and I mean it's like anything with any image. It's about integration time. So the more integration time you get, the better. So you just keep building it, and it will look better and better all the time. And with that guiding at 0.16, well, I really can't complain. So the lens and camera combo are definitely not stressing this mount at all. It's finding it dead easy. I still would like a harmonic mount though, because you haven't got the counterweight. That's the main reason I'd like one. I'd love it. Yeah. Yeah, so you'll do, yeah. So as Pete's saying there, John, DP John, he's, you know, you take a set of images with short exposure, like, well, with Orion, you can go down as low as like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, take a load on that. That'll be your Orion part, and then you've got the other bit, which you can do up more. Hello, Titch, nice to see you, mate. It was good to see you at PASS. Hope you had a good day. Let's have a look at that. Hello, Nugsy. Nice to see you, mate. How's Ireland? Is it clear tonight or is it cloudy? Yeah, it was good fun, wasn't it, Titch? It was, yeah, good day. Very good day. Well, yeah, sometimes it goes well, Nugsy. You wouldn't have thought it if you'd been here yesterday. Simon will tell you, literally nothing would work. Nothing. I had terrible trouble. I had... camera wouldn't connect. Look, I can unstack one. Camera wouldn't connect, then the mount wouldn't connect, then Pegasus Astro put out some new software, and then I couldn't connect to the Pegasus power box, and then the camera did connect. I got the power box working, everything was working, and as soon as I went to Slew, the mount disconnected again. Oh, it was just literally, I was just running around pulling my hair out because nothing wanted to stay connected, but eventually it did, and it's all working nice tonight, thankfully. The roof worked a treat, as you can see, Daryl. It's open, and some lovely stars up there. It looks very clear again. There's been some beautiful nights the last couple of nights. The stars have been so punching through. It's been so clear. The seeing's been brilliant as well. What this brightness filter does. Are you ready? Here we go, Stan. I'm pushing buttons. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pushing the buttons, trying them out. That didn't do anything. Nugsy, at the moment it's been sent to me to review, to have a look at, but it might become mine because I like it. It is something I'm after, something like this really wide that I can take out and about. So I might make them an offer and see what I can get, because I do like it actually. The stars are brilliant in the corners and it's nice and compact. It'll be great for taking out and about, but I will have to test it and make sure that the Nomad tracker can handle it. I'm not sure about the weight. I've got to reweigh it without the automatic focuser and setup on there, and if it's okay, then yeah, it might work well on the tracker. Smith Patel, hello there, thanks for joining. Wasn't there some back focus issues on this scope? Yeah, Queeve did highlight that, but SVBony got on that straight away, and what they realised was, because originally the lens just went to infinity, but now what they've done is it goes past infinity. So certain cameras that have different backspacing, there's nothing wrong with the image, the flat image, but you can struggle to get focus. But now what they've done is they've added those extra focus steps in, and that's fixed that. I didn't have any problems at all. I just put my normal 55mm backspacing on for the camera, stuck it on there, and I got focus straight away at infinity, so no problems at all. The IAS, I've missed that, haven't I? Is it going straight across the top? Maybe I should go out and have a quick look. Yeah, I think this would be very good actually, Tom. Brilliant little lens, and I think it's, you know, I've been using the Samyang 85mm prime lens, and that's done a great job, been really nice. But the stars don't look as good as this. It's got, because of it's got the veins on the lens aperture. It puts a lot of diffractions on the stars, about 8 I think it is, where this is nice and clean. It's got very smooth aperture change for the f-stop. Past affinity is such a cool statement, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense of past affinity, but yeah, that's what they've done. This is what Buzz Lightyear says, to infinity and beyond. So there is a beyond infinity, because Buzz Lightyear says there is. That's my argument. Ah, you've got it in the morning, Tom. Good luck, mate. I hope they don't hurt you too much. Ah, sorry about that, Corinne, but don't worry, man. You'll be in Barbados soon, and I'm sure those skies will be clear for you. Oh, Stan, you just want me to pull up SharpCap so I push a load of buttons and you can have a laugh at me. Come on in, let's have a look. What buttons do you want me to push? I'd love to get rid of that green bit. Let's have a look what we got. Yeah, you should get that red cat out, Simon. It's a lovely little scope, and you haven't used it much at all. Ah, the ASCAR FMA 135. Yeah. How much is that, Titch? I don't know much about it. It'd be interesting to know. Bottom right, click the lightning bolt. Oh yeah. Crikey, that was easy, wasn't it? Tom's must be sitting there going, what am I going to do with this bloke? I mean, look, if you and Pete have had to guide Chuck, I won't be as bad. I promise. I won't be as bad. We got 7 frames stacked so far. Why has it only got 7 stacked? Must have got rid of a few. Oh, that's not bad, the £315. The SV555's focal length is 243 millimeters at, and it goes down to f4.5 because it's got a 54 millimeter opening. Jim, hello there, mate. Nice to see you at PAS. It's good to catch up with you. I hope that focuser they put on your scope's working well. Chuck gives me PTSD. Gotta love Chuck though, haven't you? Gotta love him. Yeah, good luck with that, Corinne. I'm sure he'll be understanding. He doesn't listen. I can imagine that, actually. I can imagine Chuck doesn't listen. He knows best. Let's have a look at what we got here. We got new frame file. Saying I've got 19 frames, but it's only stacked 8. Any ideas of how we change that? Maybe it just takes a while to catch up. There's a yellow dotted line, drag that towards the peak. Yeah, brightening everything up. This one here, aha. That's the one you meant, wasn't it? I wonder if I can go down now, but it must be clipped it, yeah. Oh, I'm glad that worked for you, Jim. Good. I wasn't sure when I saw Nick putting it together with all that 3D printed stuff. I was thinking, do you need that, like, to mount that focuser on everything? I wonder what it comes with out the box, because obviously the ZWO-EAF comes with what you need to fit it to pretty much anything, or is it just that the Altair focuser on their Newtonians is a bit different? Move the two till you get a decent picture. Well, it's not bad, but it's very bright on the left-hand side, unfortunately. It's not looking too... Oh, got too far there. Problem is we're losing... When we do that, we lose... Very bright on the left. I'll bring that back down again because that just seems to muck it up completely. We just go there and see if that resets it. It's a shame because when I getting rid of that glow on the top left hand corner, to get rid of that, it kills the horse head. Yeah, I've got to have a look. I think I need a bracket for the CSO type scopes. Yeah, you do get a remote. I'm not sure I'd use that personally, but yeah, it's handy for someone, especially if you're visual or something like that. I thought that. Look, I can easily go back to it. Look, I could just reset it and then push that. Oh my god, it got even worse now. Look. Let's reset it and push that. But it's still very bright on that left hand side. But that actually, to be fair, it could be cloud. So there is a bit of cloud about. So that could have come in and caused a bit of a problem. Let me sort my telly out. It's gone to a different video. What's going on? Oh look. Let's watch Simon's Pass. Do you know what? I bet you've not seen it, Nugsy, but I did a video, it was a couple of years ago now. I'd parked the van in a rather sort of creepy lane in a field, and I was just doing some pictures, and then I was in the van just talking to the camera, and then all the lights went out, like it just gone into auto shutdown. Scared the life out of me. Turned the light back, managed to get the light back on. As I got the light back on, I caught my reflection in the window. Scared the life out of me again. Not good, not good. It's much better here in my secure little hut. I can feel safe in here. Sometimes when I'm out and about, I just think, oh my god, too many noises. Lenny Janoff, hello there. What is overhead? The ISS, the International Space Station, but it might have gone by now. I'm not sure. I didn't get to see it. Yeah, don't laugh, Nugsy. It was funny. I literally cacked myself. You've got the SVB 555. I've had some great. I don't know what is that, Jim? Is that an earlier one or is that a different make? It's just the same one, isn't it? SVBony 555, first light. Nice. Nice, Jim. So, how long have you had yours, Jim? You want to know how I got my arm stuck? Okay, you want me to embarrass myself further? Okay, so when I got, you're all gonna love this. When I literally 1 o'clock in the morning, it was blowing a gale, really bad, and I'd temporarily put the weather station up, but I hadn't actually attached. Oh yeah, it's cloud. That's what it is. I'd actually put the weather station up, but I hadn't attached it to anything. I was just testing it, and I knew that it'd blown off the roof, and it was sitting on my lower roof. So I thought I'm going to have to go and get that because I didn't want to get it damaged. Obviously, being electrical and everything, and it was possibly sitting in a puddle of water. So I went down the obsy, and it was so windy. I thought, I've got to be careful here opening the roof because it's not secured down once opened. So I used the remote just to open it a little bit, and I opened it a couple of feet, just enough for me to get my arm through. So I thought, right, I'll be careful. I put the remote in my pocket, and I reached up and put my arm through the top to grab this weather station, and as I reached forward, my body pressed against the wall, and I pressed the close button on the remote, and the roof shut on my arm. and it wouldn't stop. It's supposed to have a safety switch to stop when it gets resistance. Well, this thing was like, there's no resistance, I'm just going to chop your arm off. And it was crushing my arm like you wouldn't believe. I was just hanging out the ceiling thinking, no one's going to know I'm here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. The wife's sound asleep a couple of 100 feet away. I thought, oh no. Anyway, I managed to get into my pocket at the remote, and it was very tricky because it was left hand. Anyway, I managed to stop the roof from running and open it. And I thought, oh my God, I've really hurt myself because all my legs went wobbly. I felt a bit sick. I thought, oh, here we go. Anyway, shut the roof up. I could move all my fingers. I had feeling in everything, so I thought I can't have done anything too bad. But it was a bit of a wobbly walk back to the house. And when I got indoors, I had a dent in my elbow that was about, well, you could put your finger in it. It was a good sort of 1/2 inch deep, where it basically crushed it. And I thought, oh, this is not good. And I had a big lump. So I thought, oh, I'm okay, got away with it. But a couple of days later, my arm was all red hot and had an infection on the elbow. And I thought, oh dear. So I went to the hospital, and it was funny. I sat there and went in to see the doctor, obviously, and she said, oh, what can I do? And I said, oh, I hurt my arm the other day. And I said, I think it's infected. And she was like, I'll tell you whether it's infected or not. And I was like, oh, okay, look, one of them. So I rolled my sleeve up, and she looked at it, and she literally looked at it for 2 seconds and touched it, and she went, yeah, it's infected. So a few antibiotics, and it all cleared up, and it's as good as new. I didn't break it. So lesson learned, I will never do that again. Yeah, I will not be opening the roof a little bit and putting my arm through, no matter what. Oh, then look, cardboard boxes are normally mine, you know, Terry. A roof specialist. It weren't my system that was wrong. It was just me bloody shutting the roof on my arm. I did it to myself. I'm a bit accident prone anyway sometimes. Let's have a look. Look, the clouds coming, guys. It's a real shame, but it has come in. Look. Let me go outside and have a quick look and see what's going on, see how bad it is. Hang on. It's a shame because that's not showing anything up above. Yeah, absolutely typical. The clouds are basically in the area that we're imaging. So there's quite a few, and they're running through. So we might have to either move the scope or do something else. Let's just have a look what anyone's been saying. Jim, it was painful, man. I'm alright though, I'm absolutely fine. Richard, hello there. I'll fully recovered. It was just one of them accidents that you have. Yeah, we do. I wish I'd filmed it. It made a really good video, that. Yeah, I think it was quite funny though, hanging out of the ceiling. Simon, you should know. Mate, us firefighters, we used to we break we either break something or we break ourselves, one or t'other. Excellent, mate. We'll definitely get that finally tested so that we can get all that working. I can't wait to actually raise my peers. It's going to make imaging a lot better with the main scopes. He's not, the thing is though, Titch, he's not lying, and Simon had literally turned his camera off and I was having trouble lighting the gas stove for the coffee in the back of the van, and I said this thing won't light, and obviously while I was trying to light it all the gas was coming out, and then it just decided to light. Unfortunately quite a lot of gas had come out at that point, so yeah, it was quite an explosion. It was good, it was funny. Oh, I bet it does actually. I bet that looks really good on the flaming stars and spider and the tadpoles. That look really good. Oh, that's a shame, Tom. That's a shame. You know, I've still got my AZ GTI. I don't really use it much now because I tend to go for the Nomad Star Tracker now when I'm out and about. Ah, have you got some planetary stuff, Terry? Because that is something I'm going to be looking into getting into. I've got an SCT 8-inch Mead to get on the planet, so I'm definitely going to start doing that, hopefully. Okay, Nugsy, we'll pause it. Everyone, we've got to pause for Nugsy. It was good enough. Inside the van. Yeah, it was inside the van. Thanks, Simon. Warmed it up a bit, didn't it? It would have made good video actually, Titch. It was some explosion. It was good. I've been in bigger. You missed me falling over, Daryl. I fell over. Right, let me find out what my telly's doing. I think it's doing fireworks. Hang on. Oh, look, Simon, I've put your video on, mate. Look, everyone's watching it, so I thought I'd watch it as well. I've already seen it, and I'm in it, so, you know, no, there's no surprises for me. Have you not checked all your footage yet, Daryl? You should have a look. So, for you that don't know, Daryl, Simon and myself went out to Helmingham Hall last week, and the two boys moaned at me because I made them walk, well, it was half a mile, but maybe a little bit further, but it felt a long way. And we had a bit of a laugh down there. It was good fun. Yeah, the 180, Terry, what a scope that is. It's huge, absolutely huge. I struggled with it even in my obsy. At Meridian, the camera is literally 6 inches off the floor. So, yeah, it's a big scope, that. It was not half a mile plus 2 miles. It was 0.6 of a mile. You boys, your fitness is not there. Need to sort it out. Maybe it was 100 miles. Daryl, thank you for being a member for 16 months. That's amazing. Can't believe you've had to know me so long and you're still talking to me. Grandad had too much kit. I'll tell you what, waiting for Simon to get his kit out of that van and then us going across that field, it was like Dad's army, wasn't it? Yeah, 22 kilograms at least, Terry. It's that that might be just the scope, but once you add, especially if you put the reducer on it, the reducer was a couple of kilos at least. I'd say at least 3, because I had some big chunks of glass in it, if not more. In fact, thinking about it, it was more like 4 or 5 kilos actually. And then you've got to add your camera. You need at least an EQ8 or equivalent. You're not going to guide that with anything smaller. You're going to struggle. $5 miles. What we'll have to do, guys, we'll have to put a video together, and we can use the Proclaimer's I would walk 500 miles to it, and then you both will be happy because you felt like you walked that far. Possibly, Terry. The biggest problem we had is half the banter we were using is not repeatable, so we'll have to see. I've been through a lot of my footage, and it's like, okay, we'll have to see if we can release this. So I think I'm looking here now. Oh, look at the clouds are even worse. So we're going to have to move this scope to a different target, I think. Problem is, wide field targets at the moment are not particularly, there's not that many about. Right, let me have a quick look on Stellarium and see if I can see something that we can move this to that might work, because the clouds are getting worse. Absolutely not, Smith. The 130 PDS is actually a very easy scope to use, and I actually intend to remount that at some point because I love that scope. It's but for collimation and use, it's very easy. The Quattros are harder because they're faster. They're like F4, aren't they? Whereas you'll find the 130 PDS is an F5. So it's the extra speed that make them harder to collimate. But the 130 is a great size as well. Not too heavy. It doesn't really push any mounts. Really good scope. And for the money, they're amazing. I mean, I was lucky. I bought one before the price went up. It was £179 new. I think they're only £249 now, I think. Superb starter scope. Really good, really good. When I say starter scope, they're a great scope, full stop. You know, you can mod them easily. There's a lot you can do with them. They're great. Really good. Okay, let's have a look what we got. I'm trying to think where I can slew to here that's going to work. There's trees out there, that's west, that's everything dropping. Pinwheel, I wonder if we can get the pinwheel, what do you reckon? It's not that big, I know, but it could be an interesting one. Let's see if we can get something like that. It'd be alright if I could find me my remote desktop. Hang on a minute, it's here somewhere. There it is, it's hiding at the bottom of my screen. Right, yeah, we definitely clouded out now, so let's stop that. Let's go to framing. Let's put M101 in. And see what we get. What sort of what else is up there. And there we go. Look, it's in there, look. It'll be small. Oh, we should have stopped the guiding. Hang on. I'll stop the guiding. Refresh it. Oh, it's definitely clouded out now. I think this is telling me there might be a few satellites about. Excellent. Can't wait. Okay, let's add this to the sequence. Let's get rid of that one. Let's push play and we'll see if we have any luck with M101. So it says slewing. You can see it's slewing there. We'll soon see if the sky that we look. Here we go. That's a nice clear bit of sky, according to the guide camera, the guide scope. So that looks like it'll be okay. Yeah, it's a shame. It's just got cloudy to the south, which is obviously where we were. Inact scale fill. Oh, it's upset because obviously I've not got this set up right. Unfortunately, I had a different scope on here and I've not changed the details. Here we go. That'll be the reason why. 243. Don't worry, ASTAP. I'm sorting it. Bear with me. Plate solve. Okay, if we go back here, stop it and push. Oh, actually, it seems like it's happy already. Maybe it just rejected it. Let's have a look at what's going on. There you go, there's the pinwheel, look. Sharp as you like. Well, we'll let a bit of an exposure happen first. So it's set for 5-minute exposures. I think we'll give one and see what it looks like before we decide whether or not we need to change the exposure time. So I was quite happy with the Orion image and the horse head. What I think was really good was, oh, thank you, Smith, nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming in. What was really good is that the stars are nice and round all over the field of view, which is what we want. We don't want all that coma going on, and it didn't have any bad chromatic aberration or anything like that. So good all round, I think. Very good. Let's see if I can highlight this window and move it out of the way. There we go. Okay, let's clear that. See what the guiding's sitting at now. Let's have a look. 0.11. Terrible. Now come on, I'll let you make me some offers. Look at that guiding, 0.04. Anyone would think it was guiding on a hot pixel, wouldn't you? Oh, well done, Jeremy. I bet that looked good, actually. Alan Partridge, nice. You'll see Dustin Hoffman. Chris Evans. There's a person at my front door. God knows who that is. There's that M27. 0.2. Not bad, Darryl, but it's not 0.17, mate. Honestly, do you want to swap? Oh, you've picked Dustin Hoffman out. Oh, I'd love that, Corin, Barbados. I'd love to go to Barbados. Yeah, you got a 130 as well, haven't you, Nugsy? Yeah, brilliant scope. Really is I think an underrated scope, to be honest, because it's down there in the price range and it's small. But 650mm focal length, it's good focal length. F5, plenty fast enough. Just a great scope, really. I think it returns fantastic images for what it is. Fantastic. Yeah, it is. I must admit, actually, Jim, the one thing I haven't done, I should really speak to Ian or Nick about their Newtonians, but I don't think they're doing. I don't know if they're doing any more with their Newtonians. But you seem to like that one that you bought from them. I'm just wondering what they're like. You know, sort of give them a bit of a feature, but I'm not sure it's something they're following. It looks like they're focusing on their refractors. And now they're bringing out this new quad range. They are fantastic scopes. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, Nancy. Nothing wrong with that at all. 130 PDS for me, you know, knocks a lot of expensive scopes off the pedestal, mate. It's, you know, it's no slouch when it comes to imaging. It can take some fantastic images. Amazing what you can do with a couple of mirrors. And the nice thing about them as well is they're just easy to handle. You know, they're not gonna stretch any mount too far. They're easy to slew about, you know, they don't get affected as much by the wind. I mean, my 10-inch, crikey, if it's windy, I mean, the EQ8 is fine, but when it was on the EQ6, any wind, and it was game over. It could, you know, it could just about guide it, but not if there was any wind about. Yeah, I must admit, the 70 is lovely. It's a beautiful scope. Right, looks like there's cloud up there as well now. Brilliant. It wasn't earlier. Look, pinwheel. Now that doesn't look that sharp, but to be fair, it is the Nina single sub. If you get a stack and then do a bit of work with that, that would actually sharpen up quite nicely. But it's a shame. Unfortunately, we have got cloud about now, and I think we're gonna. Yeah, you can even see it on my camera up there. There's a load of little thin cloud about now, so it's going to start to spoil things, which is a real shame. Well, I tell you what, Titch, I mean, I champion Newtonians, as you can see in my observatory. I absolutely love them. I think bang for buck, they're very hard to beat. And my CT10, you know, that was an expensive Newtonian, but it's carbon fibre, dual skinned, built-in heaters. It's got loads and loads of features. But what a scope, you know, it never ceases to amaze me, the pictures it brings back. I'm always happy. Very rarely do I get an image from it and I think, nah, you know, it's always brilliant. But yeah, you've got that one, haven't you? The 800mm f4, is that their 8-inch, is it? The equivalent to the 200, is it the 200 PDS? Mind you, the Quattros are quite short focal length, aren't they? I'm not sure if it's similar or not. I've not really looked at the numbers. Simon will not copyright me. He owes me if I show him his video. I'm charging him for this. Simon, this is 40 quid me playing your video in the background. Yeah, Corinne, I got some images of that with the supernova in it. Yeah, it was good to get that. Yeah, I thought it was, yeah, 200, because I think natively that's like 1,000 or 1,200. Is it 1,000? I think it's 1,000 native, the non-PDS, I think. But, yeah. The clouds are here, Simon. I can't get away from them, unfortunately. Looking at my OBSI camera, you can see the clouds are definitely here. Let me check my... let me check Astrobloke's village. I'll just have a look at it. see what's coming up. Hang on. Yeah, I can show you all. Hang on. The roof's closing. So the weather station has picked up the clouds, and now it's closing the roof. And everything will sit there now and relax until it's time to reopen and go again. So that's everything. That's everything closed down there. So it looks like, I'm afraid, looking at the all sky camera, which I'm about to call up for you. Just bear with me a second. Window capture. Okay, let's get the window up. There it is. Yeah, as you can see there with the all sky camera, it looks like we're clouded out now. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, mine's f4.8 Titch actually, the CT10. But I've got a Nexus Star Arizona reducer on it, which is 0.75. So that takes it down to f3.6, and it reduces it from 1200 millimeters to 900. And this is the sort of images you're getting. I mean, it looks, I think there was a bit of cloud involved in these ones, but I've gone for this. It's called NGC 4151. It's a set of spiral galaxies, quite unusual, and there's some nice colours up there as well. I've had a little look at the stack. There's quite a lot of galaxies in it, so it could make quite an interesting image when I get it all finally sorted. But yeah, we're marked as overcast. It looks like everything's come to an end, I'm afraid. So it's a shame. But unfortunately, the weather changed from the forecast. Although it is supposed to be cloudy for a while and then clear again later tonight. So when it does that, the weather station will allow this to go again. So we'll be all right. Yeah, it's not bad actually. It was it's up all night. That was one of the reasons why I picked it, because a lot of the targets now I'm losing behind trees, or it's not up for long, which is a bit of a problem. Let's watch cartoons now. What do you want, Tom and Jerry? Yeah, damn clouds, always the way. Yes, Stan kindly today helped me build a Discord, so please, there's a link there that Liberty Astro's just shared. If you want to come and join the Discord, please do. It'll be a great place. We can share images, share your gear, we can all chat. Any questions you've got, put them in there, and we'll see if we can get answers for you if you've got anything you're not sure about. Yeah, it'll be a great little place. Ian, same down in Kent. What newt did you get, Ian? You've mostly told me, and I've forgotten Danger Mouse. Ah, that's a great cartoon, Nugsy. Good call, sir. Good call. Let me just see if I can show you what the EQ6 has been playing with. Let me just get that one up. So my other rig was on M81, M82, and that's been getting some really nice data actually. I've been really pleased with what's been coming back on that. And this is, that's a blue filter, so it's on mono. But you've been getting some really nice detail on bodes there, coming out lovely, and that's obviously the cigar. So yeah, I'm looking forward to stacking this data actually, because it's been coming out really nice as a luminance, and it's got some really nice structure in bodes there. And then I've even been taking some 10-minute HA, so that should come out too. So yeah, nice to get the two of them in there. Someone was asking me about my 294mm Pro camera with the starburst backlight there, which amp glow, but the darks just removed that completely. That's a 10-minute sub, and that's why it's so high. If you take a 3-minute sub, like on the luminance there, you don't hardly get any, but the darks remove all that. So, and it's a brilliant camera. It really is a good camera, the Mono 294. Just need a little extension on your pier nudsy to push it up. You'll be able to see over the walls then. Either that or piggyback the 130 on your 8-inch. Yeah, that looks good. That I think that this has been really good data on. I've got about 3 nights on M81, M82, so I'm really looking forward to stacking it. Really am looking forward to giving that a look. What are you on, Jeremy? SH2 276. Oh, nice. Yeah, Bummelard's loop on that one. It's just getting it, trying to get it all in. I mean, I do wonder whether, I don't know if this is wide enough to get the whole lot in. It's very hard to frame up on Nina actually. Let me just go back to, I'll take that out of the way. And then I just got to find the right one. Got to find the right one on my page. It's not that one, it's that one. There you go, I got it. If you lot could see my screen, you'd laugh your head off. I've got windows everywhere. Framing. Let's move that out of the way. SH2 216 was it, you said? So, gentlemen and then ladies, if anyone's here like that, it looks like we are going to have to call it a night because we have been clouded out. An old EQ5, yeah, it's not going to use the piggyback on that. Oh, 276. Oh dear, I didn't do very well there, did I? Nearly. Let's try it again. John Wells, completely clouded over on Shotley. Where are your clouds? They're all over now. It's clouded over. I'm in between Debenham and Framlingham in Suffolk. It's all clouded over completely now. Good luck, Tom, tomorrow. I'll be thinking of you, mate. I hope the op goes well. 4151's looking good, Simon. It's coming out nicely, but we're paused at the moment. Showing military aviation channel. I could do that for you, Daryl. No problem. Yeah, I don't think we have got Aura. I have had a look, but you have to be careful. Some people turn up with fancy lights and make it look like the Aurora. Where's me Astro thing gone? It's got to be here somewhere. I've got too many windows open. Hang on. Let me shut that as well. I'm surprised my computer hasn't blown up with all the windows I've got open. Don't want to show that one. What's that one? Here we go. There you go, Simon. That's one of the recent images of Ujima Flip. And no, there's no aurora. It's just a little bit of light that comes from some houses right over in the distance. So a little bit of pinkiness to it, though. I do see what you're saying, Nugsy. So, but no. North is over this side here, and that sort of colour, that's just the colour of the bush with the moonlight or lights just sort of flicking off it. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, I'm looking forward to stacking this, Simon. I'm going to, hopefully tomorrow, I'm going to try and get the data and put it together and see what it looks like. Yeah, definitely. Take care, Corinne. Right, 270. Yeah, I got that, Jeremy. I didn't do particularly well there. Right, everyone, it's clouded over, so I'm going to say good night because my lovely wife has been away for a few days working, and she's come home, and she'll be waiting for me to get back down to the house. So it seems like, because the clouds are here, it'll be a good opportunity to do that. So, oh right, yeah, possibly. But yeah, but thank you all ever so much for joining in tonight. I know it's short but sweet, but yeah, that looks like the SV555 is actually a really good little lens, very good. For a unit, I had a few failures lately, but I can't find any audible alarm. If something drops out, any advice? There is actually on that, Nick. Thanks for dropping in, by the way. There is a plugin that you can put on that I think alerts you if anything has a problem. If you go to plugins, device, is it ground station? Yeah, ground station is a remote messaging instruction and triggers for use with Nina Advanced Sequencer and allows you to send alerts. I'm not sure if that's the pushover. You'd have to have a read of that to make sure it does it. But I do believe there is something that can message you or tell you if there's a problem. I've been very lucky with Nina. I find it very reliable. So, right, let's have a look what people say. There's a plugin called Ground Control. There you go. I think it is that one. Yeah, ground station, and it gives you that, lets you have alarms for anything that's gone wrong. Don't worry, Simon. We'll get more nights on it. We haven't got to rush the image. I want to get a load anyway. Nights, Pete. Anyway, I'm going to have to go, guys. I'm going to go and see my wife because I'm sure she, well, surprisingly, yes, she does want to see me. So that's lucky. And hopefully I'll catch you all soon. Please, if you get a chance, have a look at my Discord. It'd be lovely to see you in there. I want to try and build it up so that we can all share tips and help people, like with questions like the ground station thing. It's great that people have that knowledge and can share it and help us all get this, hobby running as smooth as we can, because let's all be honest, it's not easy, is it? Sometimes it's a proper test. As I was talking to Stan about it earlier, we said it's a real test of patience and humility. Right, night everyone, night Stan. Thanks ever so much again for the Discord setup, and I will see you all again soon. I'll hopefully get live and do some more stuff very soon. So take care.